From the United States to Russia to China, the biggest players arrived to the Dubai Airshow with one message: the future of combat aviation is autonomous. Plus, get up close to the F-35 with its pilot. That's this week on The Breakout.
I'm Michael Marrow, Breaking Defense's air warfare reporter.
And I'm Agnes, Hello Middle East Bureau Chief for Breaking Defense.
And we're here in Dubai to give you some takeaways from the Dubai Airshow this week. We've been on the ground for a few days now, able to spot some sights and trends. And I'm going to kick us off with what I've noticed in the air domain, which is autonomous systems. It's clear that there's an explosive growth of autonomy in Dubai here. We were both here 2 years ago, and the difference is really noticeable. So I think the most visible example maybe is Edge's booth. You know, they have a really prominent display right up front, and it's packed with autonomous systems. And coming into this show too, all of the companies, big aerospace players, had something to say about autonomy. And it's clear that the future, if it's not fully autonomous, at least it's manned-unmanned teaming. So, Agnes, I know you spotted some interesting trends here too. What were some of those to you?
Definitely. Picking up from the autonomous systems that you left there, the companies here are pitching not only autonomous systems that are completely come from scratch, but also autonomous systems that start from converting a manned system into an unmanned system. This is what Sikorsky, Lockheed Martin specifically had done by converting the Black Hawks into U-Hawks here at the show. And they are offering this to countries in the region to be done in-house in the countries, and it might take only a few months to finish it.
So it's clear this trend applies all over the world, not just with Western militaries or ones more aligned with them. Something that stood out to me here is Russia showcased a small model, since it's still in development, of the Su-75, which didn't even have a cockpit. So the trend of unmanned is catching on, not just manned-unmanned teaming, but fully unmanned for the future.
You can notice here that there's a large number of countries participating in this. The US, from Russia, from China, also India, Europe, the Middle East, everywhere. And it's very interesting that the Saudis were present here in shape, but their leadership is not present because they are all there in the US with MBS, the Crown Prince visit to the US. Also, something very important to note is that the space platforms are present in a much larger number than they were last year. We can see satellites, we can see UGVs and other stuff dedicated to space. So it's really very interesting.
So that's just a few quick trends, but we'll have more for you after this.
At Leonardo DRS, our agility helps bring the ability to dominate in any scenario, on any platform, helping our warfighters accomplish the mission and get home safely. Leonardo DRS, our agility, your advantage.
Welcome back. And Michael, guess what? I had a walk around the F-35 with an F-35 pilot, Siren, who said a lot of interesting stuff about how this fighter jet fits the region, the Gulf states, as well as the wider Middle East, and also how it is converted to an aircraft that can be teamed with unmanned systems.
A little bit more relevant now that the Saudis might get the F-35, right? So let's take a look.
As the U.S. greenlights the F-35 fighter jet to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, while this is not a final deal, it has many channels to pass through, from the FMS to other channels. We are here in front of the F-35 full-scale mock-up in Dubai Airshow to speak about it. Let's see what these capabilities Saudi Arabia will get. We are here with the F-35 pilot, Siren. Siren, hello, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having us here.
Okay, can you please tell us about the capabilities, the cutting-edge capabilities that F-35 can bring to the region?
Absolutely. We are very excited because the F-35 is the most advanced and connected aircraft in the world. And the reason for that is you often hear the F-35 called a force multiplier. It is a force multiplier due to a lot of the fifth generation capabilities and key attributes that the F-35 does offer. And one of the key ones, not only about stealth, but also about the advanced sensors inside the aircraft. Starting off over here with the nose that you see with the advanced sensors around the jet, is in the nose, you have the active electrically scanned array radar. It allows for both air-to-air and air-to-ground targeting while also doing electrical attack and warfare, which is very important to a pilot. Other sensors around here would be the electro-optical targeting sensor here in the very front of the nose. Fully integrated, gives an infrared picture to the pilots for precision targeting on the ground. So here is one of 6 cameras located around the aircraft. It is known as our DAS system, or distributed aperture system. What that system does is it provides a 360-degree coverage for the pilot for missile warning systems, as well as providing a night vision that is incorporated and integrated into the pilot's helmet-mounted display.
Tell me more about the weapons that can be integrated in the F-35.
Absolutely. So the F-35 is capable of carrying up to 18,000 pounds of weapons payload. A majority of that is going to be inside and under the bottom of the F-35 in the weapon bay areas. There are 4 doors under there. As soon as those doors close up, the aircraft is stealth. And they are all held internally into the jet to allow us to keep that stealth capability. And then part of, obviously, you have the intake here that holds behind it the F-135 Pratt & Whitney engine, allowing for about 43,000 pounds of power, which is really, really fun in the jet, for sure.
So F-35 is the dream fighter jet of the Middle East and most of the countries here. What do you think makes it fit this region?
The network capability of the aircraft and what it can provide through what we call our sensor fusion capability. I talked about all the advanced sensors of the aircraft, and each one of those provides so much data to the pilot. But when you put that together, and this is where most pilots will say this is the magic of the F-35, is the sensor fusion, because it provides a real-time integrated picture of the entire situational awareness, situation of the battle space for the pilot to make real-time, high-level tactical decisions.
Can you tell us more about the teaming between the F-35 capabilities and the CCA and other unmanned aircraft?
So we are excited for the Block 4 capabilities, which is the most significant evolution of the F-35, because it now allows us to manage and collaborate with our collective combat aircraft, or the CCA, and joining forces with the unmanned and manned capabilities of the aircraft and passing that information on.
So not only the F-22 can be teamed with the CCA, but also you're bringing its capabilities to the F-35.
Yes. The latest continuous modernization of the aircraft is allowing us to do that.
You have seen on the F-35, for sure it won't be affected by the sandstorms here in the Middle East, but at least we have an idea what it is to be like an F-35 pilot.
And that's it from us here in the UAE, and specifically in Dubai. Stay tuned for more great coverage from us here in the region.
Inshallah. And once again, I'm Michael Marrow.
And I'm Agnes. Hello.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to The Breakout. You can get it on YouTube or on your favorite streaming platform if you listen to podcasts, so check us out there.
وإلى اللقاء.